How's it going, everybody? Mike back at you with another edition of 5 Minute Gaming, and today's show is a super duper special one for me. In the spirit of March Madness, I wanted to do something basketball themed, and I also wanted to bring attention to our beloved Seattle Supersonics, which have been gone from this dear city I live in for such a long time. But there's a way to still relive the glory days with the Sonics, and that is through playing NBA Fastbreak Pinball. I want you to just take a minute to look at this beautiful pinball machine. And this is a real pinball machine simulated for the show that I owned for a time in my life. And I had a blast with this game. If you ever want to relive the 90s in music and sound, this is the game to do it. And also, if you ever want to relive the Sonics, this is the game to do it. Because take a look at that back glass. Right up there, you can see number 11, Detlef Schrempf, right on the front. And he was definitely one of our favorite Sonics players, along with Payton, Kemp. I'm not the biggest sports guy, but I remember the Sonics very well, for many reasons. This game has so much history behind it. The game was designed by George Gomez, and after I'm done playing, you can decide if this is success or failure. Well, money-wise, it was somewhat of a failure, and why is that? That is because George Gomez felt it was very important to do basketball scoring, and a typical pinball machine scores shots in 1,000, 2,000, 1 million. It goes up and up. George wanted to do real basketball points. You make 2 shots, free throws, 3-point shots, and so at the end of the game, your score might be 110, 111. And it is long felt that pinball people, since pinball players are not all basketball fans, couldn't get into not being able to score 5 million points in a game. So that's one thing about this game. This game also could be linked with another, and you can play head-to-head. Really cool. I think George did a great job on the design of this game, and he put his heart and soul into it, and he wanted to do real basketball scoring. To this day, it's long debated, was that a good decision or not? Me personally, it's hard to tell. After I got the game, I was fine with playing it as it was, because what's cool is you can play as any NBA team at the time. The voice announcer is played by Tim Kitzrow, and he is a well-known voice talent in the gaming world. And he actually gave a talk at our Northwest Pinball and Arcade show a few years ago. I'm going to put a link to that right down there, and you can go check out Tim's and his fabulous talk. Super nice guy. I am glad I got to meet him. He was a great guest on our show and gave a terrific presentation about some of the crazy things he's done in his life. But he is the voice on this game. Okay, I got a few other things to talk about, but I can talk about them while I'm playing. So let us play. First thing, I put in a quarter.
Get ready for some primetime basketball. Choose your team.
That's Tim. Choose your team. Well, I wonder who I want to be. I think I'm going to be the Seattle Supersonics. Who else could I play as? So I'm just chugging through the teams here. Gonna find the Sonics. There they are. Here we go!
Today's game features the Seattle Supersonics playing the Indiana Pacers. It's time to play hoops. Oh, he bounced that baby right off the rim.
Listen to that music. Norb calls that the garbage can snare, that
Everybody's waiting.
Nobody's doing anything, Tim. Well, let's do something.
He's in the paint pass with the flipper.
Okay, so this is one of the cool things. I could pass the ball around, past the defender, and then shoot. That is really cool design by George Gomez. And there are other cool things you can do. Let's see if I can hit that outer loop. Almost. Shoot the right loop. Go for it, she tells me. Go for it! There we go. And now look at the backboard. You see, you flip the flippers, and I'm actually making shots on the back glass. It's another game within the game, which is great. 23 points so far. All right, let's try to get that shot up the center. Dunk it, tells me. Go for it.
With the impossible spin move. Hawkins for 3.
4-3.
He's racking up the power points. Payton nails the free throw.
Payton nails the free throw.
Half-court hoops. Shoot him up the middle.
Shoot it! Yeah. So you miss the shot, it still helps you out.
Power points.
Right up the middle. I gotta keep hitting that shot. And that happens a lot. There's the song made for the game. Fast break. To get that back. I listened to an interview with the person who did the dots for this game, and that means the dots up there on the dot matrix display. He was asked what the hardest game he ever had to do the dots for, and he said it was this game right here, because he had to do all the players' faces from every team. And he said it took forever. He had all these ways to just try to play music, anything, just to doodle away and get those dots for every face made. So I think about that every time I look at the face of the player.
McIlvaine with the dish.
It's another good music tune. Getting a lot of encouragement and discouragement at the same time, and straight down the middle, 2 balls in a row.
Looks like we're ready for the tip-off. Power points. Oh, he faked himself out that time. In the paint is lit. Shoot the right loop. McKee is right on him. Look out.
There we go, the back box game. Game within the game. Another fun little mechanical thing. Get as many shots as I can. 55 points for my team. Shoot around multi-ball.
It's time for scoreboard trivia. Here's a chance to pick up 10 extra points. Use flippers to choose.
What NBA player won the NBA Sixth Man Award for the 1994-95 season? Rob, help me out. Of course my answer is wrong. I have no idea, but I still got a point.
He knocks it down! Whoa, he's racking up the power points. Schmitz won't let him get a shot off for 1 point. Looked tired on defense.
Try to get that outer shot.
Let's play Egyptian soda. Shoot the left and right ramps.
Egyptian soda. Shoot the left and right ramps. That's the loop.
Oh, what a pass. He drives the lane. Power points. And now back to Egyptian soda. And the ball was into. Looks like that one got tipped away. Pass with the flippers. To the key. He drives the lane. Make all 4 for multi-ball. Ryan is causing him trouble. Looks like we're ready for the tip-off.
At the beginning of the show, I talked about that this game was designed by famous pinball designer George Gomez. George did another pinball machine design that I did in a show earlier called Monster Bash. I'm going to put a link to that right up there. But why don't you head over with me and check out Monster Bash. We'll play some more pinball and keep the fun going.